Hi, my name is Nick Gilewski, and I just want to take a minute to tell you a little bit about my credentialing, my background, work history, education. First of all, the job that I held at the beginning of my career was in 1993 to 1997, United States Air Force, where I was an electrical environmental specialist. Basically repaired any EF 111, F 111, and F 16 parts or components that came off of aircraft in the back shop. It basically had to run on electricity. Anything on the aircraft we repaired in the back shop. In 1997, I started working for Frito-Lay, and then only for a short stint, about 2.5 years, as a maintenance electrician. And at Frito-Lay, repaired pretty much everything: processing, packaging equipment, PLCs, welding, plumbing, pneumatics, hydraulics. A good job. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Great place to work. It was owned by PepsiCo. After Frito-Lay, I then worked at Butler Manufacturing, or Butler Buildings. They manufacture steel buildings. It was basically a weld shop, a big weld shop, and there I fixed cranes. Became certified as a MIG welder, more so still focused on electrical, but in the south, or down south in Texas, they repair. You're not There's not just one trade. You would fix everything. It didn't matter if you were a machinist, millwright, or electrician. You repaired and fixed everything. From 2001, after leaving Butler Manufacturing, I started at Milkbone from 2001 to 2011. Milkbone Manufacturing manufactures dog biscuits. It was a high speed packaging um, manufacturing facility where I repaired nothing. Now, I actually supervised. I was supervising the union. I had some supervisory experience prior at other jobs in the military. Supervise, and at Frito-Lay, I was in development supervisory development roles. So I had some prior supervisor experience. But back to Milkbone, and as a supervisor, I was supervising union employees, and they were skilled trades, just the maintenance department for the men and women that fix the equipment that manufacture milk bones. I did that for 10 years. While at Milkbone, I just didn't supervise. I had an opportunity to move up, and I became a production manager for 5 years. At the same time, I was still an engineer, and on the weekends, I would work with project management and do projects, still supervise maintenance electricians and mechanics and plumbers on the weekends, on Saturdays. And then I had another semi promotion just to move to a project management position. So then I had a lot of project management experience for about 2.5 years at the end there, and had an opportunity from then to from Milkbone to go to Globe Manufacturing. I wanted to get some high voltage experience. I didn't have any high voltage experience, and Globe had 115 kV, where at Milkbone it was just 4160 was the highest voltage, and uh, wanted to get some high voltage experience. And at Globe Manufacturing, I did get a lot of high voltage experience. Racking in breakers, I was a maintenance manager there, and in charge of employees, union employees, again, steel workers, and also did electrical work. There was no restriction there as far as work, so I had a lot of practical hands-on experience in pretty much every job I had. Even though at Milkbone I was the manager or the supervisor at the time, and an engineer of, there were three different unions at Milkbone. I did have an opportunity to get hands-on at times, and with a laptop, and teaching electricians. Basically, at any job that I was at towards more current time of my career. If they needed help, I would give them help. If I was basically the last line of defense, always on call and an engineer. And so I only worked at Globe for about 2.5 years. Great experience. Worked on cranes. Worked around molten metal, rough environment, but very challenging, and learned a ton. Then I went to the New York Power Authority in 2013 until current, which I was the Robert Moses electrical supervisor for about 2.5 years and basically supervised unit employees. Great job, great people, and just recently, about 6 months ago, I was promoted to the outage coordinator slash operations supervisor in charge of coordinating outages and semi-dotted line to supervising employees, production employees. So, while doing all of this and moving and advancing my career, I actually went to school at the same time while raising a family. Very challenging, difficult. I'm 44 currently, and from the age of 18 all the way up to 43, I kept going to school on and off. And most of the time I was on, not off. And in the first 2 years, I got my degree right out of high school at Alfred State College. It was what helped me get into the military and helped me get into Frito-Lay because I had a 2-year associate's degree as electrical maintenance. Was electrical mechanical engineer degree, 2-year degree. Great college, great everything. I then got my undergrad in electrical engineering from SUNY College, Buffalo State, and then went on. And mind you, I'm still working and still raising a family. And as an engineer and supervisor, you're working a lot of long hours, so difficult, challenging. But you know what? If you want to advance yourself, that's what you have to do. I got my 4-year degree, bachelor engineering degree, and then I moved on to get my master's in industrial engineering at Buffalo State as well. And while at the Power Authority, I continued on and got my MBA as well at Medaille College. So that's a little bit about my background, work experience, and education. Uh, if you have any questions, you can contact me. But that I also have a publication, and it's called Go Green Electrically. I did that for my thesis and had bind a book for the final project at Buff State. So any questions, you can give me a call. Thank you.